Hi guys, Valerie Priester here. I am back and I am on chapter 8. Almost got it right. Of Failing Forward with John C. Maxwell. Now, if you follow me on Facebook, you know that yesterday I was kind of MIA because my baby, Mr. Benji, wasn't feeling well and we had to actually end up taking him to emergency vet. And he actually spent the night in the hospital last night, but I am blessed and thankful and grateful to say that he is home, he's feeling better, and all is well. He's on a special bland diet, but we got to make sure we do the things that we need to do to make sure we keep his stomach in order. But he is doing very well, and so he's home. So I'm back with chapter 8 of Failing Forward. So in chapter 8, the title of chapter 8 is Who is this person making these mistakes? And the gist of chapter 8 is that you need to understand and know who you are. And sometimes we need to know that, we may have to change ourselves in order to change our world. And in fact, that's the 8th step in failing forward is change yourself and change your world. Or change yourself and your world changes. Okay. So anyway, what I like about this is he gave an example of his assistant who actually worked for him for years, and she ended up, quitting and leaving him and went to another job and began to speak negative about him and just kind of had some issues and stuff. And then one day she actually went back and apologized for speaking negative about him, for leaving, and she really gave him the reason why she left, because she realized that she had made a mistake. So she looked at herself and she went back and corrected her mistake. Well, the end result is she got a job back, not her same job that she had, but she got a job back with John Maxwell's corporation, and actually worked her way up from the bottom again, and now she is his executive assistant. So the key again is recognizing your mistake and recognizing who you are and going back and making whatever corrections you need to make. The reason I like that story so much is because it resonated with me in an event that happened in my life when I was a project manager, and I was managing actually 5 departments. And one of the departments that I was a manager of was the purchasing and procurement department, and I had 3 young ladies that worked for me in that department. Well, we were having issues with, getting them to be more productive and getting them to work and, work without making errors and, all of the whole 9-yard thing. Well, the end result was they actually went to my manager and reported that I was being unrealistic. I was being micromanaging, just horrible things. And it was hurtful. It was painful. It was, an embarrassing time to go through, because my manager actually ended up pulling 3 of my departments out from under me. And I felt like, oh my God, my world may have, just crushed, because here I am, and I thought was a very good manager managing 5 departments, and now I'm down to 2. So anyway, guys, I had to really, really take a hard look at myself. And I remember one day waking up, and I heard, the voice from the Holy Spirit say, you need to go and apologize to those 3 ladies and to your manager. Well, of course I was like puzzled, going, why do I need to apologize? I felt like the injustice was done to me. So I struggled with that for a few days, but I finally decided to obey, and I went back and I apologized. I took a good look at myself, and I said, you know what, maybe I was being a little unrealistic. Maybe I was being a little micromanaging. I really had to look at myself and take responsibility for whatever mistakes I made. But the apology to them is what changed my entire life. My whole world shifted from that moment. I could feel the burden being lifted off of me, and it was the best thing I could have ever done in my life. So guys, the moral of the story is sometimes you have to look at yourself. Sometimes you have to make changes with yourself in order for your world to change. So as always, thank you for tuning in, and if you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. If you like the video, make sure you like it, and if you love it, make sure that you share it and leave me your comment. I'd love to hear what you're learning from this whole process, and especially if you're reading along with me, I'd love to hear what your take is on chapter 8 and the other chapters that we've been through so far. So as always, guys, until tomorrow, have a wonderful evening. Bye.